Okay, what is up, guys? What is up? Okay, bro, what is going on in the market, bro? We just keep dumping. Wow. Okay. Anyways, so here, let me start up the screen share real quick, and let me get this going. Okay. So yeah, I know that we're in a huge inside of a huge 15-minute fair value gap that we might have to use. I mean, there's so much happening that I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't even know how we're gonna trade this. Um, but we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try. All right, guys. Okay, so let's see. So there's just so much going on that I don't even know where to start coming into market open today. You know what I mean? We may be cooked, dude. I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't. Anyways, okay. So let's start off from scratch, right? So coming into market open, we took out the drawn liquidity at 24,669.50. We took out the London low at 24,657. We are inside of a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We have a lot of selling coming in. We're trying to bounce for the midpoint. We have a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. We took out the drawn liquidity. So, okay, yeah, we could start forming something. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. We're probably gonna keep going down. It's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, dude, the market has been selling off like crazy, bro. Wow, bro. I mean, I literally don't have any more levels to the downside. Like I have two more, which is they're pretty reasonable. I mean, they're a little bit far away, but we can still use them. I'm really hoping that we can at least get one green day today. Like a green day, like in the market, because it has just been constant, just red, and it's gonna get to the point where we're probably gonna run out of levels for like a day or two. If it really gets to this point. But hey, I mean, only time could tell. All right, so looking at what price is doing right now, we're getting a bounce from the fair value gap, the 15-minute gap. We have a bearish fair value gap here. Obviously, we're gonna have a lot of volume today. That's kind of a no-brainer. We're trying to sweep this London low and the low at 669. The thing is we're probably not gonna have enough time to really get a trade going, because if we're gonna bounce up with this much pressure, I mean, just look at that. We're not gonna have a gap to work with unless price pumps above these highs and we create a gap here that we can use into a continuation model. I guess that can work too. I know I say this a lot, guys, but today is going to be, you already know what I'm going to say. Today is going to be a really, a really hard day, really confusing day for a lot of people, including me. I'm going to have to like really lock in here to see what we can do here. But yeah. So dude, I looked away for a second and we're ripping, bro. What is going on? Okay. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, right? So if we're gonna sweep the level of liquidity at the London low with a 15-minute fair value gap bounce with a lot of buying pressure to break above the highs, since this candle closes in 3 minutes, what could happen is if we pump up a little bit higher, we can create somewhat of a gap around this range, like a little gap. It doesn't have to be the biggest gap, but like somewhat of a little gap here, right? And then we can use this gap that we create here as a retracement into the gap, followed with a bounce since the bias is bullish, to then get a trade into, I would say, the 15-minute gap above. I mean, hey, if we don't even end up getting, the thing is, no, because if we don't even end up getting a gap here and the market just continues to pump, we could still take longs, right? Because there's really nothing stopping us until the 25,000s, right? And we're sitting at 24,700 or 24,800 pretty much, right? So, I was gonna say we could look to take longs off this 15-minute up here, but the thing is, that thing is far. I mean, it seems like it's far. It's 140 points away. It is far, right? But we have so much buying pressure that it's probably not gonna be a big deal. We're probably gonna see it in 1 or 2 candles, but still, I don't want to be buying longs all the way up here. You know what I mean? I want to be buying down here, right? And the setup that we had would be potentially a 15-minute bounce, which we can't do anymore, or a 5-minute bearish inverse, which we also can't do anymore. You know what I mean? So there's not much I can really do here for now. There's no imbalance in the market anywhere. Although we did sell off like crazy, it's just little wicks constantly just going down. So our best bet would be in 2 minutes, we close this candle as a full buying candle. The next candle doesn't sell off. We create a gap in this candle here. We retrace into that gap, we get up a good bounce, and then we trade it into this 15-minute above. That would be really our only case in a setup here. But yeah, let me go live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube guys? What's going on, my people? Not my man, my people. Let me see. But yeah, bro, this market, I don't know if we're starting a bearish market. I don't know what it is, bro. Literally everything is tanking, bro. Especially the tech sector, like Nvidia, AMD, they're dumping hard, bro. I really don't know why though. There's really no news coming out or anything on it. Okay, so we're pumping up here, which is good, right? We're probably gonna approach this 15-minute in a blink of an eye. Like I said, I know it seems like it's far. Realistically, it's not really far because of the amount of volume that we have in the market. Um, so what we can do is if we approach or if we don't approach this 15-minute gap in the next 6 minutes, what we could do is we pumped up nearly 200 points in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's something. So obviously we have an imbalance from here to wherever the next candle closes or wherever the next candle wicks, right? So in the next 30 seconds, let's see if we can close this body up here, and then we could probably get a setup going. If not, then we can't do anything. You know what I mean? So let's wait the 15 seconds here. Let's see whether we want to pump up into this 15-minute without a retracement, or if we want to form a gap with a retracement that we could potentially take a longs from. All right, so okay, we're closing in a pretty good area. You know, pretty much a full buying candle. Wait, give it 5 seconds. Hold on. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, so what we need this candle to not do is what it's doing right now, because obviously if we want to be trading off a retracement, which is going to be our only setup until pretty much the 25,000 range, we need to hold a gap here. If we can't hold this 5-minute gap, whether we wick down or whatever, we literally can't catch anything until we pretty much inverse this up here. All right, so literally we just need this candle to stay exactly where it is. We can't really have it pump up too much because obviously the further away we get from the setup, we're probably not going to get an entry. But we also can't have it sell off because then the gap is going to be down the drain. It's going to be out of the picture. You know what I mean? We're not going to have a gap to use for a retracement, right? So for the next 4 minutes, I know this is going to sound very unlikely with the amount of volume and pressure that we have in the market, but I would really want this candle to just sit where it is. Like, I don't want it to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go any lower. I don't want it to go any higher. I want it to sit exactly where it is, because that means that we're still going to have a gap and we're still going to be in a pretty reasonable range where we can retrace into the fair value gap and also bounce from it to get longs into whatever else above we have. You know what I mean? But that's really our best bet, realistically. I didn't even mark out my levels for ES. So let me do that real quick as we wait for the setup. There's nothing on ES though. We did get the London low sweep though. That's really good. Okay, we're pumping up. If anything, guys, worst case, I mean, it's not that it's really it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just not the best thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, yes, we can still take long. Like, if we really pump up, which we are, yes, we could take an inverse off of this and then target the nearest drawn liquidity, which is 61 points away, right? Which is not bad on paper. The thing is the market, the market is already pumping up pretty much over nearly pretty much 300 points. I mean, yeah, 212 points to the upside in the span of like 7 minutes. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, today's gonna be a very tricky day. Now, I'm not saying that we still can't. I'm not saying that we can't take this anymore. We can still take it, but what I'm trying to say is, if we really pump up, this 15-minute is gonna be pretty much our only hope. But let's see if we even hold this gap down here in the next 2 minutes or so. Now, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. I don't know if I want to call it a week, bro. For myself, I made, you guys know, we made a lot of money yesterday, like a lot of money yesterday. Today's Friday, obviously, you know what I mean, there's a lot of risk in the market today, a lot of volume. So I don't know if I want to play it safe for myself and maybe just do commentary, or maybe take something out of very light size. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll see how this setup reacts and everything. But today is definitely one of those days where no matter how good the setup looks, you're definitely gonna be a little bit more nervous behind the trades than usual. You know what I mean? Just because the volume, anything can happen at any given time. You know the deal. You know what I mean? But yeah. Now, I know I don't have the chat open just because I'm so locked into the charts, and I'm probably not gonna read the chat so much today, guys. Just because obviously I need to be fully focused in this type of market. But I know that you guys are probably spamming like what is the indicator saying? It's probably going to be saying the same thing that I'm saying, the DOL sweep, probably the same continuation model, or maybe even an inverse up here. You know the deal, right? So let me see what it's saying real quick. Let it load real quick. Yeah, pretty much the same. Well, not the same entry. It's reading an inverse off a 5-minute gap here. But obviously, if you look at the 15-minute, it's probably going to be telling you to enter on the 15-minute inverse instead, right? Which is what I want to do. I don't want to be entering off a 5-minute gap inside of a 15-minute gap. You know what I mean? I'm kind of good off that, right? Oh, the indicator is reading a continuation model. So let me turn this off real quick because obviously we're not going to be using it. Obviously, it's all the way down here. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the correct setup, right? Obviously, I just wasn't gonna take it off open, right? I needed a little bit more confirmation behind the market. Oh, that's right, bro. We have another gap above, bro. Dude, today's market is gonna be such a headache, bro. I know we're moving like crazy right now, bro, but jeez, bro. Okay, let me take a deep breath and see what I can work with here, bro. Let me see. So the 5-minute. We have something down here. We have something up here. Every single one of these candles is pretty much a gap. Like, if you measure out, look, if you measure out this candle, oh, actually, no. If you measure out this candle, okay, 40 points. I thought it would be a lot more. I'm not going to lie. Okay, never mind what I said. But still. Okay. Because now, even though I was telling you guys that this entry here would be somewhat of a good entry, not the best one, but a good one, right? It's like, it's still going to be risky because we still have another gap above. You know what I mean? So not only are we still entering at the complete top, I would say, like we're entering quite high, but we probably can't even enter off this one because we have another gap right above it. You guys know the 30-point rule on two fair value gaps stacked on top of each other when we're looking to inverse them. Oh man, okay. Yeah, we're not gonna see this down here, most likely. We're like I said, we're gonna be quite far away from it. I don't want to use this up here either. Just because if you inverse this, you're gonna be inside of another huge fair value gap, and if you inverse this, you're gonna be inside of another huge fair value gap over here. Oh, bro. Okay. And I know that we're probably gonna continue going higher for today. I mean, the market is extremely discounted. A ton of people are gonna be buying in. We all know that, so we're probably gonna seek higher. It's not that's really scaring me. Like these gaps, I get it, they're far and everything, but we can still take them. That's not a big deal, right? The only thing that I'm worried about is if you measure out the size of these candles, they're no joke. Like if you measure out, look, this candle right here, it just opened, it's already 50 points. It opened a minute ago. Measure out this candle, it's 70 points, right? 5 minutes. If you measure this candle, nearly 200 points in 5 minutes. And we're still pumping here. Look at that. So the only thing that's scaring me is if we take a trade, whether it looks good or not, even if we get one little seller of a pullback, we're out of the trade. Like these pullbacks are they're not gonna be little, like little laughing pullbacks where like, oh guys, we have a pullback, whatever. No, they're gonna be serious pullbacks. You know what I mean? So that's really the only thing I'm a little bit nervous about, whether we get a trade or not. It's just the pullbacks in the market. It's gonna be super, super scary. You know? But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, guys. Now, I don't know if I wanted to call it a week for myself. Like I'm really green. If worst case, I mean, I can always size with very little contracts to at least make something in the market. And even if it goes against us or against me, I really won't lose anything. I'm kind of debating on doing that over staying cash because the market is moving. You know what I mean? Obviously, I want to take advantage of it. I'm just a little bit nervous with all of the setups. They're very far away. They're very overextended. The pullbacks are very scary. So we'll see, right? We'll see. But worst case, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Dude, this market has me so like out of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm super shocked with this market. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just a little bit worried about this gap up here. I mean, worst case, if we keep pumping up above this inverse, we could probably still take it and just anticipate an inverse off this. Either way, yeah, I'll be a 1-to-1 if we get that inverse. And then ES is also going to be inside the same exact gap as well, just not inversing it. Okay. Let me get ready. Hold up. yeah, we're pumping. Yeah, we're gonna inverse this. Like like I said, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like we know we're gonna go higher. The only thing that worries me, bro, it's the pullback, bro. I know we're gonna get it. Obviously, the market has already pumped up a lot. I hope we get it beforehand. Um, dude, I might even have to use a 40-point stop today. It's obviously you size lighter. I know you guys are probably gonna be wondering, like, dude, 40 points? Are you crazy? No, obviously you size lighter, so you know it's the same amount of like everything, but it's really the only thing we could do. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. Let me try to write this out if I even have enough time. Hopefully we get a pullback beforehand, so we don't have to worry about a potential big pullback. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Okay, let's just imagine, right? We're getting a pullback right now, bro. This pullback is in a span of like not even a minute. Already 35 points. You guys see what I'm saying? So that's something to be a little bit worried about. Okay, we're getting a pullback here off the gap. I don't know if it's going to be a fair value gap rejection or a fair value gap pullback into higher. Because if we get a pullback into higher, then we're probably going to see, we're more than likely going to see 994. It seems like it wants to be a pullback. I mean, buyers are still fighting a lot here, but it's too early to tell. Because if anything, we can also trade a retracement, but it's all the way down here. It's 100 points away, so yeah, definitely not. Okay, yeah, we're about to flip this kind of from red to green. So yeah, it seems like it's just a healthy pullback. Obviously, we need one after we've pumped pretty much 300 points to the upside, and we're probably gonna see more. You know. But yeah, guys, if we end up taking this trade, which we more than likely are, please size really light. Like I'm talking like really, 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 really light. Like to the point where like you're not risking anything because it's I'm about to try longs, guys. Just be ready. This is gonna be a very nerve-wracking trade. That's all I'm gonna say. But I mean, it's light size, so you know, fuck it. But please take it light, like really, really light. All right, guys. I'm gonna try longs here. All right, I'm in super light. Like I'm not risking anything, guys. Please, please, before you enter, please make sure that you're sizing super light. Like you're not risking anything. If you even if you have to do 1 micro or 2 micros, sure. But please do not go heavy on this. Please, guys. I beg you guys. All right. Do not size heavy on this one. All right, that's all I asked for. That is all I asked for. It's just, it's too risky. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's just really fucking risky. And I wish we could have gotten an earlier entry. Yeah, but there's really nothing that we can work with. And then my stop's is going to be at 890. All right, guys. So I'm in super light, 890 stop. I know it's a far stop. That's why we're sizing in light as well. But please do not go heavy on this, guys. That's all I ask. At least make like a few bucks, if anything. You know what I mean? So let's see. Yes, it's about to approach this rally gap. So we might get like one more leg up before we start seeing like any major rejection, if that's going to be the case. You know what I mean? But we'll see. So, okay. So let me see. I know that we're inside of this gap here. So let me mark it out just so I have a reference. We're pretty much anticipating to inverse this gap here. So we're in the midpoint. Or at least we hit the midpoint on it. Let's see. So we want to see an inverse off this mainly. That'll pretty much be our cue to tell us like, hey, we're pretty much good. We can still get some little pullbacks since we're still inside of that gap. But I'm kind of expecting us to just rip through it like fairly soon. Yeah, because buyers are still fighting here. We're let me see. Because this gap here, although I know we entered off this one, we pretty much want to see how buyers react off of this one. If we're able to inverse it, we can probably see all of the price targets up here. If not, then we're probably going to, my guess would be we kind of just chop around that range. But I'm mainly eyeing ES to see if I can approach this 15-minute as well. All right, yeah, and Q's about to break the high. So we're still in the midpoint. We need to break above this inverse up here. So we can be very confident in buyers. I would say if we break above this inverse, I'll take scales. God, dude, this trade is very scary, bro. Let me tell you guys, bro. I'm a little bit more calmed down now. Now that I know that I'm not in with a heavy size, so if anything, it'll probably be like a little paper cut of a loss. But still, you know what I mean? All right, let's see. ES is approaching the gap here. We tapped into it, like barely into it. Can we see a little bit higher on it? Okay, there we go. Okay, NQ inverse the gap. So I'm gonna take some skills here. Oh my god, I almost sold everything. All right, guys, I took some skills here. Just because we inverse the gap there, and plus, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're at a 1-to-1, right? Yeah, pretty much 1-to-1. All right, guys. Yeah, I took some skills out. All right, guys. I'm not gonna go break even just yet. I want to hold. Nah, I feel like with this volume, bro. Break even right now. If you guys want to do break even, do break even. I just personally feel like it's a little bit too early. If anything, I might do break even when we see 994. Let me see. Hold up. But yeah, guys, we saw 40 points in the trade, so at least take something out, like some scales, please. You know. So so I'm not as nervous with you guys, you know, not taking profit or anything. But yeah, here, let me scale. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me put this on here. But at least we're able to inverse the gap. So now we don't really have to worry about this gap anymore because it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? The imbalance is out of the picture. Now, what else do we have to worry about, guys? Well, now we have to worry about ES inversing both of the gaps. So I know NQ inverse the 15-minute here and the 15-minute here. Right? We have a lot of buying pressure. You know, it looks really, really good. But now, if you look over at ES, we are now just approaching the gap that we just entered from. So we need to inverse this. So I don't know how much more buyers we have in the tank or how much juice we have in the tank or gas. I don't know the same, but you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know how much more buying pressure we could have in the market. If anything, worst case, what could happen is we can still continue going up. Don't get me wrong, but we slow down. Like I said, I don't know if I want to, like, a, a part of me wants to go break even, but I feel like it's too early because of the volume. But I also don't want to be risking anything. Bro, today's market is such, bro, it's so tricky, bro. Because every decision matters, you know what I mean? Like any small move is a big impact in the market or in the trade, you know what I mean? But I really want to go break even at least at 994, which is an extra 40 points, which is pretty far. It seems far, but obviously with today's volume, you know what I mean? It's pretty much right there. Okay, so ES is pushing up a little bit more. Can we see a little higher though? By the way, let me know how you guys are doing it in the chat. My bad, guys. I know today I haven't opened up the chat. It's just I'm so locked in. I'm like really focused on the charts. You know what I mean? So I can't be distracting myself with the chat. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I hope you. I know you guys understand. You know what I mean? It's better us making money than me reading the chat. But still, um, hopefully you guys are really green on or pretty green off this trade. Obviously not super green. I did tell you guys. I was pretty much begging you guys not to size heavy. So at least you guys made something. You know what I mean? It's something. But I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Today's market is just very, very scary all in general. Okay, it's 10 o'clock, so we're probably going to get a little spike in the market. Bro, I don't know where I place my stop loss, bro, because I don't want to do break even. I might just do the candle low. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to put my stop loss at 923. 923. It's just going to be the candle low right down here. Let's see how big of a pullback this will be. What? Bro, I got wicked out, bro. Nah, guys, I got out of the trade, bro. Yeah, no, this market is too scary. I'm still green on the day, $66 per account. But no, bro, this market is too much, bro. I don't really feel confident trading this, bro. But hey, green is green. No matter what, green is green. But dude, this market is sniped, bro, literally sniped. We're probably gonna get a 5-minute retracement. Oh no, wait. Oh no, never mind. I thought we had a fair value gap somewhere. I guess not. But bro, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, bro. I'm not up $50, then I'm up $66, bro. Pretty much a break-even trade. But bro, I don't know, bro. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I know typically I always sound confident behind my trades and everything, bro. But today's market is so scary, bro, that I just don't want to risk. And I'm already so green on the week. I don't want to risk a single dime. How are you guys doing, bro? I have the chat open. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Is having a stroke? I know, bro. That's why I don't want to be in the market, bro. Up 500, nice green. Look, if you guys are green, bro, no matter if you're green $10, $66, or whatever, bro, take it, bro. In this market, bro, take anything. Take anything and run far. You know what I mean? But I mean, I would say if the market, we still have room for higher. Don't get me wrong, we still have room for higher, yes. But if the market slows down, we could probably get another trade going. It's just with this type of volume, bro, I just don't feel confident. No matter how good the setup looks, I don't feel confident giving you guys any sort of trade. Like it's just, you know what I mean? What's the indicator saying? It probably told you guys to go in longs off this up here. But yeah. Now I know we're getting another retracement. Like I said, we have room for. We're gonna see higher. We know that. We're gonna see higher at least into 994 by the end of the day. We know that, or maybe even by the end of the morning, or maybe even 10 minutes. The thing is I'm not gonna enter anymore. Like I think I'm done for myself at least. But if anything, the only thing we can really work with here is a 15-minute retracement, which would just be something like this, you know. But it's too much time. Honestly, bro, guys, oh my god, today is one of those days, bro. I just, you know what I mean? More trades? Nah, bro. Look, I'm one to at least commentate behind one, but not even commentary. I feel confident putting on this market. Let me see. First day, Express, great day to end the week. Okay, yeah, if you guys are green, which everyone in here should be green, I mean, fair and square, we saw 40 points in the trade, depending on your entry, of course. 30, 35, 40 points. Still, that's really good. It's just these pullbacks, like I said, they're going to be too much. You know what I mean? Okay, look, let's say, for example, right? This is a pullback in the market. It's a 65-point pullback. That's not normal. Typically, pullbacks are 20, 30, maybe 40 points, not 66 points. You know what I mean? And we're about to get a red to green candle. So we know that this is going to be a pullback. You know what I mean? In for higher, which, it's normal, but these are too big. You know what I mean? Like these are pullbacks that will destroy your account. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really want to give you guys anything in today's market. Well, to be fair, I did give you guys something, but anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to give you guys anything anymore. You know? Yeah, we're probably gonna see. Yeah, we just finished flipping this candle from red to green. We're probably gonna see 994. So if in some way somehow you guys are somehow still holding, sure, you can see 994. But for me, no thanks. Like I'll take my $66, buy me some McDonald's or something, and enjoy the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me see. David, should I stay in? Wow. Okay. I mean, if you're an in, bro, you might as well hold it with the same stop loss and just hold for 994. I mean, that's pretty much, unless you want to. You can't really go break even anymore because, you know, you're kind of in a tricky spot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I won't really have an answer for you like that's really good, you know. But NES is also rejecting quite heavy from the fair value gap. So good thing that we took some scales out when we did. But yeah, and for my people in here that are probably new or joined yesterday or whatever, the market is never like this. All right, these trades are never like this. It's just today's like a once in a blue moon type of trade where it's like really tricky to trade with the volume. You know what I mean? But not every day will be a pretty clean day. You know what I mean? But yeah, $50 and out. Yeah, me too. Me too. Let me see, David. Wait, David. I don't use Apex. I use Top Step, but I already have this PA as a joke. But I have it like this already with 5 trading days. Dude, you might as well get a payout, bro. You're right there. Plus, what's the correct sizing for a 150K account? I think like 20 micros is pretty good. Why do I have 3K drawdown? Because if you're on a PA account and you surpass 52,600, then your trading drawdown freezes. So anything else that you make extra is more drawdown towards your account. But dude, okay. Do you guys see the like if you guys have a trade of open, do you guys see how price is moving? This is not normal, bro. This is really not normal, bro. Like we're moving, we're like teleporting price. Like we're going 930, 920, 910, 930, 940. You know what I mean? Like we're not moving by ticks or points. We're moving by like 10 points per millisecond. You know what I mean? Look at this. Like, bro. Dude, what? Bro, I'm gonna get off this market soon, bro. I cannot trade this, dude. This is pure gambling, pretty much. Dude, we were literally at 920 not even 2 seconds ago, and now we're at 960. Like nothing happened. And I'm gonna blink once, and we're gonna be at the price target. Look at that. Look at that. Look. I'm gonna blink once, and we're gonna be at 994 at the price target. Like nothing happened. Like, bro, I can't stand this market. The thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. No one knows why the market is moving like this. No one knows why the market is dumping like crazy. Because look, the government shutdown ended. That's bullish news, market dumps. We get bearish news, market dumps. CPI comes out good, market dumps. Nothing is holding. No one knows why. I don't know if it's a correction, manipulation. It just doesn't make sense. My confidence has been off. I don't blame you. I really don't. Trump? Well, the thing is, even look at this. Bro, we were near the price target and now we're back down to where we entered. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure that I canceled all of my orders. I did. Okay. Look at the 1 minute chart. The candles are crazy for the 1 minute. They were probably getting like 100-point candles per minute. Look at this. I mean, yeah. Thankfully, we were able to at least get something for the market to end the week. Although it's not much, at least for me, $66. I'll take any dollar in the market. Don't get me wrong, but I mean for the amount of risk that we had, it was pretty much a break even trade. But still, you got out of that trade for 200. You're up 2K. Okay, I don't know what the hell you sized to be up 2K, but all right. But yeah. Thank you for the live, David. I tried, bro. At least for today, bro, I tried. You know what I mean? Today's market, I could put any of you guys on in the live right now to commentate, and you guys would probably also be shitting yourselves. You know what I mean? Today's market is just very scary. I don't know. I made 600. Okay, not bad, not bad. Up 324 per account. 20 accounts, not bad, not bad. By the way, if you guys are green, if you guys want, you guys can post your profits over in the profit channel. I'm not really gonna hype it up today, just because today's trade was good, just a little bit, you know, a little bit, whatever. But yeah, pretty much 50 to 100.1 minute candles. Shit's is nuts, dude. If the 1 minute candles are more than 40 points on average, you shouldn't be trading. Can we download the indicator? No, it's not gonna be a download. You just add it to your trading view chart. Do you still plan on releasing the indicator? Yeah, I do. What's the name? It's not out yet. Last night during your premium yesterday, I tried to set up my charts with the ICT kill zone and pivot indicator like yours, but my chart disappears when I install it. Why is this? Wait, what? Your chart, like your entire chart disappears? I don't know. Send me a screen. Try to do it again. Send me a screenshot. Let me see what you're seeing. Or take a picture of your screen. What's the max you can make on a 25K account on Apex daily? Well, obviously, the more you make, the more you can make on average, like the more the account has. But if it's a fresh PA account, you can make 450 to 480 a day. Do you know if the certificate will arrive automatically during the day on Top Step, or if I do something specifically? If you pass your Top Step account, it should come by 6 p.m. EST. Maybe a little bit earlier, but yeah, you should get an email saying, "Hey, congrats! Here's how you activate the account, whatever," and that's it. What will come out first? GTA 6 or the indicator, bro? I mean, look, bro. The game has to be perfect. The indicator also has to be perfect. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much ready. It's just I have to like finalize the post and everything. New dashboard. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Let me see. PB trading uses the IFEG strategy with the 1 minute time frame. Is it good? Well, don't ask me. I'm not the one that uses it. You know what I mean? That's something to ask them. Like ask them for stats and everything, and then you would get your answer. Obviously, I'm not gonna talk down on anyone. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it works. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. I tried using the 1 minute time frame with IFEGs, and it works. The same way like the 5 minute works, the same way that the 15 minute works. I just don't use the 1 minute because it's too much. Like there's too much going on. I can't focus. You know what I mean? But yeah. Is it an AI in the game? I mean, yeah, I guess you can consider it like that. Blast, do you have a favorite day out of the week to trade? No. I just don't like trading Fridays. And I've said it a million times. You know what I mean? Is a one-to-one risk reward with you good? Oh no, is the one-on-one mentorship with you good? Oh, don't ask me. Obviously, I'm gonna say yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta ask the people that are in it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Look for another editor, bro. Editing a good video is not an overnight thing, bro. Let me see. Let me see. So that's the way that my chart goes every time. Dude, what? Look at this market, bro. Jeez. Okay. Um. Okay. So your name is Dominic. Yeah, Dominic. Okay. Look, what you're gonna do? Go on your chart. Hover your mouse over the chart. Wait. The heck? Okay. Yeah. Right there. So hover your mouse over the chart. You see my mouse? Put it down here, and you're gonna see like a little minus, plus, arrow, and then like a little reset. Click this reset button, and let me know if it works. David, have you downloaded your DO6 yet? Nah. I'm gonna take it to the drag strip very soon though. Is lifetime premium the same as the 101? No, it's completely different. It's separate. Is that a pullback or a reversal? I want to say it's a pullback because we haven't taken out any major level of liquidity to the upside. But dude, honestly, with this volume, bro, I don't know. I wish I could tell you guys, but I really don't know. Can we take shorts? I'm done. I don't know about you. I'm done. You can do whatever you want, but I'm done, bro. I'm not. There's no way I'm trading this market. I refuse to trade it. I'm surprised I even took the first trade. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not trading this volume. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you guys think. I am not touching this market. It is way too risky. It is way too much. I literally can't put my work here. How do I get the one-on-one? Okay, but here. One sec. Let me. One sec. Hey, what's up, people on YouTube? What's up, guys? What's up? Okay, so the one-on-one. Give me 1 second. There. I sent them in the chat. Could you release the indicator to the premium, then have the videos for newcomers? I mean, dude, the video's pretty much ready, bro. It's like a few more days. Either way, like it's gonna be done over the weekend. Today's Friday. You're not really gonna be using it either way. I mean, it's just gonna be like a lot more organized for me if I just do it, just one way. Are you looking for a trade? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm not trading this market. I literally refuse to. How do you calculate the 450 profit? It's 30%. This is known as the 30% rule. We have OPEX next Friday. Yeah, I mean, I don't really trade Fridays either way. Like, very rarely. Thanks for the day. Still down for the week? For real? How, bro? So today's is... It's Talit. By Monday, yeah. By the weekend, it should be done. Yeah. Address. What's the indicator showing? Dude, honestly, not even for today. I don't even trust showing you guys the indicator, bro. Because I know you guys are probably gonna see like a potential entry model and still probably take it. When I'm telling you guys, don't even trade this market. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I got you, bro. Oh yeah, no, it's telling you an inverse up here, but yeah, maybe on the 15 minute or something. Oh, it's probably gonna tell you like a little retracement if anything. But yeah, bro, guys, please look at the 5-minute time frame. Do not trade this. I know I'm stressing it a lot, bro. But look, 300 of you guys already got off. Don't trade this. All right, as simple as that. Look at the 5-minute time frame. If you want to trade volatile chop, we're talking 60 points. We're talking 90 points. We're talking 100 points. And then we're talking an active 50-point candle. Green, red, green, red, green, red, like a Christmas tree. By all means, trade. All right, guys. But please, if I'm being serious, don't trade this. All right, guys, please get off. All right, we got something. We'll take it. We're already green as hell in the week. We're off. All right, guys. David, do you think the market will calm down during the PM session? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll calm down for the PM session, but for now, this is not tradable, like physically. All right. But at least I could say I tried. You know what I mean? At least we got something. 40 points, in a market moving about 300, 400 points. Not anything crazy, but hey, 40 points is 40 points. You know what I mean? David, why don't you do a full YouTube vlog? What's the day in a life of Blast? Bro, dude, a day in a life is me trading, me going to bed, me watching TikTok. I take a little nap, I get on, I do my mentorship calls, and then I play my games, and I go to bed, and then repeat. That's pretty much it. I don't go shopping. I spend some money on food. If you want to see me eating, you know what I mean. For that, I do like a little mukbang. That's about it. But I mean, dude, there's nothing really interesting about my life, like that. You know what I mean. But this is what I consider for me a good life. You know what I mean? I can play my games. I can play with my friends. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. I mean, you need to go back to the gym. I know, bro. I know. What is bro? X, bro. 3 green days. We'll take it, bro. We'll take it. Now that 1.4K day, we got to make that back next week, right? So $400 left. We can get that back in one trade, bro. All right, bro? So don't even worry about it. Are you gonna overplay GTA 6? 100%, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, with all respect, guys, I'm still gonna be live trading when GTA 6 comes out. I'm gonna have my chart like in the corner, and I'm gonna be playing the game, bro. I think we all are. You know what I mean? It's the most reasonable thing. But yeah. Risk on 25Ks, do 5 micros. 5 micros, 30, 35 points of the stop loss. What's a weekend for David looks like? Dude, honestly, I go out maybe like once, and I stay in my house. What about 50Ks? Do 7 micros, 30, 35 point stop loss. Once you freeze your drawdown, you can go up 3 micros. So go from 7 to 10. And then you can make really good money with that. Obviously, more risk, but more reward. What about evals? Oh, no, full point. I'm being serious too. Full point them. Bro, evals are a waste of time. So the sooner you get them done, the sooner you can make money. You know what I mean? Don't take a week. Okay, no, you can take a week, right? But don't take a whole month. Don't take 2 months to pass an eval. Right? I get it. You're trying to like maximize your risk reward, rules and everything. But look, at the end of the day, bro, you're not making a single dime off an eval. It's pretty much the prop from testing you to see if you can get a PA account. All right. And you have to leave to win. You got break even on the trade. Yeah, pretty much break even. Yeah. David, 3 days to pass bro. Yes, sir, bro. Very nice, bro. Very, very nice. Do you use Apex to make your money by payouts, or do you use your own money? No, I use Apex. I use Apex. So on Eva, how many micros? Do like 20. 20 is pretty reasonable. David, do the mentorship students get the indicator for free? Yes. They already have it. Like they're literally using it as we speak. Because like I said, the indicator is ready. Like the whole script itself is ready. I just need to like have the video and all that good stuff. Bro, JW, don't start, bro. Have a good weekend. Hey, you too, KK. You too. Blast, I want to start copy trading with Top Step. What are the main rules or rule difference from Top Step and Apex? Literally nothing. Top Step doesn't really have rules like that. Right, but didn't see it, dude. I've sent the link like in the server, in the mentorship server, like a million times, bro. Go in the server, scroll up a little bit. If you want, I can resend it. But yeah, bro, dude, people have had it for about a month now, actually, like a month, maybe a month and a half now. My bad, thanks. I got you, bro. Yeah, go in the server, scroll up, and then you'll find the link. But yeah, okay, bro. You guys are spamming the chat, bro. Okay, let me catch up real quick. Hey, bro, do you still get monthly payout? Yeah, dude, I don't know if you heard my voice yesterday. I got another payout yesterday. It hit the bank. I try to aim for monthly payouts. Sometimes I might take a little bit longer. Sometimes, you know, every month or so. I try at least. You know what I mean? But yeah. All right, let me catch up. Hold on. Bro, you guys are spamming this chat here. David, how can I use the beta version of the indicator? It's for the I have it released to the mentorship people, or the mentorship students. But the thing is, I'm not gonna like shove the mentorship in your face and be like, oh, buy it so you can use the indicator. No, the indicator is gonna be ready over the weekend. Like by next week, it'll be out. But yeah, David asking again. Did you think about the lifetime member again? Oh, I don't know yet. I'm gonna start working with the pricing today. And see how I gotta do some math behind it and see, you know. Your blast. How should I treat my trading combine with Top Step? Combine is evals, yeah. Bro, just like I said, bro, they're a waste of time, bro. Just get them passed as soon as possible. You know what I mean? I held that position for too long, almost hit minus the top. Dude, are you crazy, Blur? Come on, man. Let's see. You wait until to. Nah, I request him whenever, honestly. Yo, I don't know how to pronounce your name. N money sign tactics. Dude, what is your profile picture, bro? Bro. Anyways, okay. David, what do you wait. What do I do with my emotions / mindset after losing my first PA without getting a payout? Now I'm in evals again. Bro, same way as a kid when you fell, bro, you get back up, bro. That's how it is. You fail, you learn your mistake. I would hope you learn your mistake. You get back up and you try again, bro. Next time you get into your XFA account or your PA account, you know exactly what not to do from what you did last time. You know what I mean? It's a process of just falling, getting back up again, falling, getting back up again, and so on. And you're gonna fall a million times, but that's the way trading is. You know what I mean? Welcome to the club. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? This has my birthday, bro. It's not your birthday, bro. Let me see. How many micros can you trade with the 50K account on Apex all at once? 100 micros or 10 minis. Now, should you be doing that much? Definitely not. Do not trade that much. That account, it won't even last a second. All right, whether it's pass or fail. How do we get the indicator right now? It's only for the mentorship people, but like I said, it's gonna be ready over the weekend. Let me see. Am I trolling or being for real about the 20 micros? I'm being serious. What's in, guys? Look, if you're using Apex, what's it called? If you're using Apex, these accounts are super cheap because of the discounts that they do. They do 80% off discounts, 90% off discounts. Bro, honestly, you're saving yourself more time and money by doing 20, 25 micros per trade, passing it in 1 or 2 trades. Let's say you're on a PA account. You know what I mean? It's now obviously you can disagree with me and you don't have to do it like that. That's how I think about it and that's how I trade them. I don't like spending time on evals. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money, or not money. Actually, yeah, waste of money because you're leaving money on the table. The trades that you're taking. Okay, look, for example, right? You're trading an eval account, and sure, you want to be practicing your risk management rules, which is not bad, right? And you're trading 4, 5 micros per trade on an eval account. Obviously, it's going to take you about 2 weeks minimum to pass that account, right? those trades that you're getting that are winning trades that are helping you pass the account, what's gonna happen is those are trades that you could be taking on a real PA account to be working towards your payout and not working towards passing your account. You got what I'm saying? So once again, you could disagree with me. Obviously, not everyone has money to blow on evals, but if you do, just pass them in one trade. It's the best way. I think you're right. I feel like obviously for myself, I would say I'm right. Because look, time is money. You know what I mean? In the stock market, time is literally money. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is the only shit that has zero delay. Yeah, the YouTube one has delay. Yes. All right, let me read this. Facebook. Trading is a mirror of life. What you struggle with in trading usually reflects what you struggle with in real life. If you lack patience in real life, it will show in your trades. Obviously. You know what I mean? If you're impulsive outside of trading, you're impulsive. Exactly. And dude, this is one thing that I always tell people all the time. Bro, if your mind isn't right, your trades won't be right. Always. No matter how good the chart will look, if your mental is not right, that trade is not going to be a winning trade. I promise you guys. Let me see. David, I'll go kick proxy. No, bro. I'm trying, bro. Everyone is spamming questions here, so I probably missed yours. Let me see. Where was your question? David, are you planning on buying BTCI? Very soon, I want to say yes. I'm just waiting on Bitcoin to have a really good recovery. I know right now Bitcoin is dumping like crazy. In fact, the whole market is dumping like crazy. You can't really be scared of all of this. You need to, obviously, you could be scared of it, but you need to use everything as a buying opportunity. I'm just waiting for us to break past a previous high, so we know that the trend is somewhat trying to flip, so I can start adding. But for now, yeah, the whole market is dumping. It's nothing but a buying opportunity. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay, let me catch up with the chat. Oh, slides. Okay, I answered your question. Okay. Um, Let me see. Last, let's talk about BTI. Should I continue adding a weekly amount? Honestly, bro, yeah, I feel like it's a smart thing. You're getting in at a very cheap. I'm gonna do the same thing as well. I feel like we're getting in at a very cheap price, very discounted price. We just need a little bit more confirmation on knowing when Bitcoin is gonna reverse, right? Obviously, the whole market is dumping. It's crashing down based off nothing. Actually, there's no news making it go down. Even bullish news makes the market go down. It makes no sense, but it could be a correction. It could be manipulation. No one knows yet. So I'm doing my research. Once I find something or a reasonable, thing on as to why the market is doing what it's doing, then I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you guys know when I start adding in again. But for now, it's pretty much just hold. You know what I mean? Have you commented on timing of the indicator release? Yeah, I get asked this question like every 5 minutes. By next week, like 1,000,000%. Like the script is ready. I'm just waiting on my editor to finish. Because the thing is, we're having a full-on custom video being made on how it works, how to use it, and so on. Let me see. Why is everyone saying that today's market has a lot of volume? What does that mean? How does it affect the market? All right. So, typically on a normal market, let me go way back. All right. Okay. So let's go here. Right. Let me see. November. No, this market was still kind of moving here. Let me go way back here. Okay. So what a normal market looks like is typically like this, right? Coming into market open, right? Around 9, 10, around there, you're going to get some pretty big candles. Like we're talking 50 points, 60 points here and there, right? And then the rest is kind of just a little bit settled down, whatever, right? But today's market, I mean, first of all, if you measure out how much we've sold off throughout the overnight session, or since yesterday, right? The market has sold off over 1,000 points. This is not, first of all, it's not normal at all. The market does not dump or pump 1,000 points, not even in a week, let alone a day, or let alone the overnight session, right? It just doesn't happen. And I know we're pumping them. I know you guys are probably gonna mention we're pumping. I know, right? But yeah, the market doesn't do this. It's not normal. So this itself, it's already telling you that, hey, something here is not right. Now, if you look at the 5-minute time frame and you look at what's going on at market open, the fact that we dumped 124 points and we pumped 180 points in the span of 10 minutes is also not normal. Typically, sure, we can dump and pump. It happens, right? But us dumping over 100 points and pumping even more than 100 points is not normal. That doesn't happen. And if you look at the movement of the market today, we're moving a lot more than usual. Typically, on a good day, these candles are averaging 30, 40 points per candle. But today we're averaging 170 points, 70 points, 100 points, 100 points. We're moving 100 points per candle. That is not normal. Like, and these pullbacks. Look, we got a pullback here 100 points. And then we went even higher, right? And I did tell you guys, hey, we're going to get a pullback. We know that, right? We knew that we're going to see higher. Did I not tell you guys, right? The liquidity was there. We know that part, right? But the fact that we're pulling back over 100 points is not normal. Typically, pullbacks, they're known to be 15, maybe 20, maybe 30 points, on a really big pullback, right? No, today's pullback over 107 points. That is not normal. All right. So yeah, today's market all in all has been just super crazy just in general. Like it's not tradable. And I get it. Looking at today's trade, hey David, it hit the price target. Hey David, the trade went green. Yes, the trade went green and it hit the price target. But still, while we were in it, this is not normal. You can't trade this. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's not tradable. What makes the market pull back over 100 points? No one knows. It just happens. You know what I mean? It could be news. It could be a bank. It could be a hedge fund just dumping money. We're talking billions of dollars, maybe even trillions. It's not something that happens every day. You know what I mean? Something's up for sure. Everyone knows that something's up. Crypto, dude, you guys don't understand. The crypto market has been, people are losing millions per second in crypto. Why? Because the whole crypto market is crashing. No one knows why. The government shutdown ended 2 days ago. That's super bullish, right? We're starting to get data back up. Everything's coming back to normal. No, the market is crashing harder than ever before. Why? No one knows. I promise you guys, typically when the market crashes, we know why. Whether it's Trump tariffs, war news, whatever it is, right? There's nothing. The market is just dumb because it feels like it. And it's obviously something is up, but no one knows why. No one knows exactly what it is. So that's why today, coming to market open, I told you guys, I'm like, bro, this is not normal. Like I don't know what to expect from the market. Typically, you guys know I'm able to give you guys trades very consistently and all that stuff. But today, even though we had a really good setup and even though it played out good and everything, because of the volume and because of what's happening in the market, I wasn't confident because I knew that we could dump at any given time, and that dump wouldn't be a tiny dump. It will be 100 points or more. You know what I mean? Overbought, probably. That's why I said it could be a correction in the market. But I mean, I don't know. Corrections don't really make the market move 100 points per 5-minute candle. You know what I mean? That's not, it can't be it. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me see. Hey David, I really appreciate your insight. Was a huge help this week. And 100%, bro. You know I got you always, bro. You know what I mean? Always. The government is printing 1.5 trillion. That's why. But that's it. It could be a reason. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like everything is, dude. You know what's bad when even gold is going down with NQ. Typically, it's the opposite, right? NQ goes down, gold goes up, right? Everything is dumping. Everything. No one knows why. Could be the Epstein files, bro. Nah, bro. But like everything is falling, bro. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know why. I really wish I could tell you guys. And trust me, guys. I've been doing my research. Like, there's nothing. There's no news. There's no CPI. There's no FOMC. There's no inflation data. There's no There's nothing. The government is back up. That's really bullish. Still nothing. I don't know what to tell you guys. And the bad thing about it is typically when bearish news comes out and the market dumps, you can kind of time and expect when the market is going to recover. And that's the bad thing about this, right? So for the people asking me, hey, Bitcoin, BTCI, investments, all this. Typically, I have a time or an estimate in mind on when you should be adding, when to expect a reversal, and so on. When the market is dumping because of nothing, no one knows when we're gonna recover. No one knows if we're even gonna. Okay, we know that we're gonna recover eventually, right? But no one knows when. That's the problem. So it's like we're in a scary spot right now. If I'm being completely honest. Let me see. The government is open now, and it takes till next week to be in full effect. But still, the government being open in general is already super bullish. How do you think I caught the 100-point trade? About what 2 days ago, or like not last night, last night, to make 40K, right? Because of the government shutdown being open, right? What does this mean for the next weeks? Okay, so if anything, if I were to give you an educated guess, we're screwed for this month, right? If I'm being completely honest with you guys, let me explain. So for now, right, what exactly is going on? All right, let me show you guys. All right, hold on, let me change my overlay real quick. Okay, so let me tell you guys, and this is for the people that care. All right, my prediction for the month of November, we're screwed. If you're in long term, you're screwed. If you're in crypto, you're screwed. If you're in anything, you're screwed. Gold, Nasdaq, SPY, QQQ, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're screwed. We're all screwed. All right. Why am I saying this? Okay. So for some reason, you guys know with the government being shut down, what tends to happen? Well, we don't get certain data, right? By certain data, I mean we don't get CPI, we get very delayed FOMC, we don't get job reports, we don't get anything, right? And we need this to know exactly how the economy is doing, how stocks are supposed to be moving, and so on, right? So with the government coming back up, apparently word is going around, or not even word, it's kind of already official. For the first time in years, we're not getting a CPI report, which we need. Like we need CPI every single month. And they're not doing it. They canceled the CPI for November. So we don't know job data, we don't know inflation, we don't know anything. All right. So you guys know. Look, let me show you guys. Actually, okay. If you guys looked at Forex Factory at the start of this week, you guys remember how we had how Thursday said CPI coming out. Notice how there's nothing else here because it got canceled, right? So the reason I'm saying that we're screwed for the month of November, or we're more than likely screwed for the month of November, is because we need this data to expect the market to move. If we don't have data, then the market is going to stay exactly where it is, right? Unless something happens last second. So let me see. Next week, okay, next week we have FOMC minutes. Minutes is absolutely nothing, right? So this is not going to do anything. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. Nothing, right? Sure, now we're getting unemployment claims because the government is back up. That's good, right? But unemployment claims does not move the markets. On Friday, PMI does absolutely nothing. Here, right? What else do we have? Monday, no news at the end of November. Monday, no news. Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, no news. Thursday is Thanksgiving. Friday, nothing. It's like there's nothing to expect for this month. With CPI, the one and only thing that really moves the markets every single month being canceled for some reason, it's like they're hiding something. Them canceling it just makes everything so much worse. Whether the CPI report is really bullish or really bearish, them hiding it itself is already bearish because they're hiding something, right? There's no reason for them to not release CPI data. It just doesn't make sense, right? So now we have to wait till if I'm not mistaken, we need to wait for the 10th of December, right? Let me see. Yeah, we have to wait to the 10th of December to expect something. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Typically, CPI is a week before or a week after FOMC. But for some reason, for December, we're getting CPI the same day as FOMC. So something's happening. Something weird is happening. They're not even hiding it. They're canceling it. Oh yeah, they're pretty much hiding it. But dude, never in my pretty much almost 5 years of trading, I've never seen a data report get canceled. Never, right? So something's going on, and I don't know what it is. I really know. But hopefully, me talking about this is kind of like giving you guys a little idea as to what to expect. Let me see. With Apex, you can't trade on Thanksgiving. You can. You shouldn't spend time with your family. Don't be on the charts. But no, seriously, don't trade on Thanksgiving. The price action, no one's gonna be trading. The price action is gonna be horrible. I mean. But yeah, so if I were to give you guys an educated guess, no matter what you're in, you're screwed, or we're screwed for the entire month of November. So if you guys think that sure, we can get like a little bounce in the market, whatever, whatever, but for us to get a really big move in the market, I'm not expecting it until the 10th of December. It's really the only thing you could do. It's just wait. Me when I have no long-term investments, bro, consider yourself lucky. Not for too long, but consider yourself maybe use this as a buying opportunity. But yeah, no, seriously though, I'm not expecting anything until this comes out. We need, like, I don't think you guys understand how much we need CPI to come out. And the fact that they canceled it for this month just tells me everything. You know what I mean? They're hiding something. There's no reason to, because look, the government is back up, right? So that means that we're gonna get data now on jobs, inflation, everything, right? We're getting data because look, next week we have FOMC happening, we have PMI happening, we have unemployment claims happening, right? So if they're releasing all of this data, why don't they want to release CPI? Even if it's delayed, release it. You get what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. So something's up, and I don't know what it is, but hopefully we recover soon, right? And I'm looking at the market right now on my second monitor, and we are ripping heads. So unfortunately, we would have gotten stopped out of this trade either way if we held. But the fact that this trade is playing out is, something. At least we were right on that part. You know what I mean? Bullish bias, DOL sweep, buying pressure, inverse, move for higher. At least we got that part right. But other than that, I mean, I don't know what to say, bro. More profits? I mean, no, you would have gotten stopped out. Because remember, our stop loss was placed at 890. So yeah, you wouldn't gotten stopped out by a long shot either way, even if you held. Oh, you're asking. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Okay. Ask ahead. Okay, David, could no CPI be the reason why we're dumping because the investor has no information? And okay, so that could be the case, yes, but it's like a million other things happening as well. All right, what is CPI? If I'm not mistaken, CPI is consumer. No, it's no, FOMC is about inflation. CPI, I think, is about job reports, right? I could be wrong. Consumer price index. Yeah, consumer price index. But yeah. Dude, we're pumping like, yeah, bro, we're gonna hit all the price targets, bro. Dude, this market, bro. But yeah. Let me see. Markets are bearish because the banks want to make us look stupid in front of our own. Bro. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good reason. Let me see. David, how do you feel that we got stopped out and it was okay, bro. Type a little bit slower, all right? But David, how do you feel about that we got stopped out and it went to the TP? I don't care. I mean, typically, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I wasn't even planning on trading today. So the fact that I made an extra $66, it pays for some lunch, So read, buddy. Dude, you want me to read this? All right, bro. Anyways, let me see. $6 barely paid for the gas to go get lunch. It's something. You know what I mean? It's gas paid for. I typically never really have break-even days, but today was one of them. And I get a payout before the year ends. Oh, bro. Dude, you got that, bro. You got it. Trust me. What is my bot showing? Or not the bot, the indicator. Not that you should be trading anything in this market in the first place. Oh, yeah. It already hit a price target either way. Yeah, so it showed longs off of what, though? Oh, off the inverse. Off the 5-minute inverse. Yeah, it showed longs there. But still, no, don't take it. The indicator that you're using, the one you... Yes, it is. Last time $500 away from the payout? Yes, sir, bro. Okay, that's it. You're done, bro. Get off. All right, bro? Get off, bro. All right? 3 evals up 880. Nice, bro. Nice. All right, David, I'm gonna head out. I got a lot to do today. Hope you have a good weekend. Hey, you too, bro. Have a blessed one, bro. But I'm gonna get off too, bro. I mean, there's not much I can really do in the market anymore. Nah, bro. No, chill out, bro. Chill out. All right. But yeah. Footage. No, I haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't. Blast, what's the difference between the indicator you're gonna release to the other ones? What do you mean? What's the difference between the indicator you're gonna release? No, I'm only gonna release one indicator. It's the one that I've always been using. Do you know if Apex will release 9% off on your Black Friday? Probably. They'll be dumb not to. Yeah, probably. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Obviously, I'm pretty much done with the market. There's not much I can do here, and even if there is, I probably wouldn't even take it because of the volume. So if you guys caught the 40-point trade, whether it's $10, $66, $100, $2,000, take your money and get off. All right, guys. We had a pretty good week, despite the trades on Wednesday. We had a pretty good week. So yeah, we'll take it. All right. But yeah, what's the difference between all of the indicators? Oh, everyone has their own strategy. Obviously, everyone has their own rules, their own strategy. Everyone looks for something different. You know what I mean? When can we expect the indicator? By this weekend. By this weekend, Kenny. Like I said, it's pretty much done. It's ready. I just need to have the video ready. I refuse to release it, and I know you guys are probably saying, "Dude, we don't care about the video. We don't need the video." It's just I'm organized. I like to be when it comes to like doing these businesses or like releasing these products and everything. I want them to look as as good as possible. You know what I mean? It's just something that I like to have. You know what I mean? Take me out to dinner, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out with the $66 in profit, bro. Live enjoy your weekend, 100%, bro. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And I'll see you guys on Monday then. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get some stuff done and enjoy the weather because it's actually pretty nice outside. All right, guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you. I'll be active in the chat if anything. But if anything, I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Take it easy, guys. Peace. And YouTube, hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the stream. Not the craziest day today, but I mean, hey, we caught something. You know what I mean? 40 points, we'll take it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are able to make some money with me. And if you guys did make some money, or if you guys want to make more money with me, guys, click the link in the description. Use code STREAK. Look, let me show you guys. Right here. Hold on. Someone's asking where do I go for no delay. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so if you guys do want to join the premium to get access to real-time alerts, like the trades that we caught today, whether it was the one from today, the one from the 3 from yesterday, right? The 50 points, the 60 point, the 65 points, and the 85 point trade. Let me see. If you guys want to be able to catch the 40 point trade, the 60 point trade, the 100 point trade, and you guys get the point, right? If you guys want text alerts, you guys want real-time live trading, you guys want real-time everything, real-time classes, and so much more, if you guys click the link that I'm sending over in the chat, and you guys use code STREAK, it will apply 80% off the 3-month and the monthly premium, making the monthly premium $10 from $50 and making the 3-month premium $30 from $150. So if you guys do want to join for a very, very cheap price to get access to literally everything that I offer, which is real-time live trading, real-time alerts, real-time education, all my education, all recorded and everything, so much more, then you guys can always join the premium to get access to all of it, right? And for the education, let me show you guys, right? So I have my full strategy all organized. So if you guys want to learn on a certain topic, you guys know the deal, it's all here. If you guys want to watch my trade breakdowns, whether it's from fair value gap trades or inverse fair value gap trades, I will always post them here as well, with videos as well and everything. Which if you look at the videos, they're 30 minutes long and all that good stuff. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, if you guys enjoyed the stream, hopefully you guys, obviously make some money. And if you guys do want to join the premium, click that link in the chat or click the link in the description and use code STREAK. And I'm hoping to see you guys on the winning side. All right, guys, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys on Monday.